defensive guys, especially Joel, Dion, they've retained so much from last year. When we went to spring this year, we actually went out and we were able to talk about things we did last year and really hadn't brought them up since last season. And they just, it's night and day as far as having the system that we run and the terminology that we use and the pace that we try to play. We're so far ahead right now than we were this time last summer. And I'm excited about that because we've been able to really work on some things you need to work on rather than the memory part of it and the repetition part of it. We've been able to work on some things that we want to do off stuff we've been doing in the past.
Last year when Coach Freeman got here, it took us halfway through the season to get his offense under our belt and really understand what he was trying to teach us. But since this spring all the way through the summer, we really just picked up where we left off in the third round of playoffs last year, and it's really been a lot easier for us. Practice can run smoother and keeps Coach Freeman a lot happier.
You know, we play at a high level every time you play, regardless of who you're playing, whether it be at practice, whether it be in first block history or second block science. You know, be the best you can be, and we really try to instill that in these guys, regardless of where you are. Do your best, and you don't replace the TJ Yelling. We don't expect anybody to replace him. We expect guys to do their best every day and do what they can do to contribute. I mean, TJ was a very blessed person, being 6'2", 220, could do whatever he wanted to do. But our guys, we got plenty of guys. It won't be a big drop off at our running back position. There'll never be another TJ, and without a TJ, you just got to block a little bit better.
Programs that I've been around, been able to coach under Coach Savarese and Coach Bickert, there's a lot of things that I've learned there, and the things that it took to win when I was there under them, those are the things that we're using at the same time with Rockstar program. So we're introducing these kids to some of the things that we did while I was in that program, and that's what we're trying to do. That's where we want to be, and that's where we're striving to get to. So
I believe in always being the leader on the basketball court, football court, in the classroom, in the hallway. It don't matter where I'm at. I'm gonna try to lead, and I believe I have that role in my life to lead. Period. So I'm gonna do my best.
We're going to play the guy that makes the fewest mistakes. And that's going to be evaluated through practice and film. There's a lot that goes into being a quarterback. It's not just who's got a gunslinger arm. I mean, you got to be the leader on the field. You got to empower your teammates to play at a higher level. You got to know the ins and outs. I want my quarterback, when he goes on the field, to be the eraser on the board, if that makes sense. We coaches know this will work. This will work. You draw it up on the board. But the guy who's got the eraser last is always going to win. Whoever's got the pen and the eraser last is always going to win. And you want that guy to be your quarterback.
I think we are. We have a lot of experience on defense this year, and I think that goes with a lot of confidence. And I believe that'll translate over to the offense. And with the scheme Coach Blackman has us running, and we have pretty good athletes at every position. Our line's starting to click. I think we have a lot of confidence going into this year.
Well, I think the first thing they should be excited about is the offensive line. If you really like the game of football, that's where you're going to watch anyway. And I think those guys will do a great job. And I think we'll be able to run the football when we want to run it. And we got Nate back, quarterback, and he's going to make a lot better decisions than he made last year. But I think, again, what you're going to see is you're going to see a little bit larger group that's committed and bought in to the things it takes to be a championship football team.
The dedication we got from everybody, the commitment, we're getting there. Not everybody's on the same page with that yet, but I can kind of see it every day. It grows. We're growing like a family. We're in the weight room. Guy, he's picking each other up. If he can't get it, we're over there motivating him to get it. Same way on the field. I mean, we're pushing each other every day.
I have Arkansas State, South Alabama, Troy, New Jersey. I'm waiting on word from Mississippi State. I have Penn State. They have a lot of stuff going on right now. So kind of that's coming now and now, but it's a nice school, love the program, love the coaches, it's a nice place, I hate that happened.
Yes, sir. Every time we get in practice, we always break it down in 1, 2, 3 state champs. And every time we say it, we all mean it in our hearts, and that's definitely our ultimate goal.
Well, I think we have some key returners in some key spots. There's always, holes to fill each year, and, we're asking some guys to step up and fill those holes. But we feel like, anytime you've got your quarterback returning, that's always a help. And then we've got some key returners on our offensive and defensive lines, and, the game's still won in the trenches. And so we're excited to have those guys back. We've got a couple receivers back. So we've got some guys in some key places that are back, but there's always, holes that have to be filled, and we're counting on some young guys to step in and fill some of those holes. I think, as a coach, you set those expectations. I mean, we put it out there, our community expects it, our administration expects it, and we as coaches and even our kids now, they expect when they go out to win. And I think it's just a mentality that we've strived to achieve over the last couple of years that, we feel like we don't want to be just competitive, we want to be successful in what we do.
You want to look back and feel like that you've gotten the most out of these young boys, because your job as a coach, if we put all the win-loss record aside, is to provide a positive experience for young people in the program. If I feel like we've done that, then we'll be successful, and we've done our duty. Our job is to be the best thing we can do. Whatever happens, that, if we, go to playoffs, don't go to playoffs, go to third round, whatever it is, if we become the best team we can be with what we've been given in our program, and we've developed a team atmosphere, and our kids are going through an experience that they feel like is positive for them in their life, and I think we've done our job. And typically, when you do that, then you make the playoffs, and all those positive things happen for your program.